What is happening with Bitcoin? That's the question everybody's asking. We will discuss it in today's video. We will talk about key support levels, entry points for new trades, and my strategy for the upcoming months. I think this pump that is happening right now, we can see here just in the past previous 2 days here, we had a nice bounce back from around $80,000. We pumped up to $88,000, around the 10% move to the upside, which is definitely nice. It slowed down the drop a little bit because, as we can see, we had a very sharp drop over the last couple of weeks, and this slowed it down a little bit. I expect a little bit more of a sideways phase in the upcoming weeks. So what I expect, I think Bitcoin will probably move around this zone for some time. Let's quickly draw it for everyone. Here we can see it, this zone between 80k and 88k. I think this is where we are going to move in the next couple of weeks, most likely, and we will either break to the upside or break to the downside. Both scenarios are possible. We have some indicators showing us that the bull market is finished. Basically, the 4-year cycle finished on October 13th, I think, so around 1 month and 10 days ago. And many people are saying the bull market is finished. We will most likely see a 1-year bear market in the next period. I personally think we will see a short bear market actually. I think the cycle is changing a little bit for Bitcoin. We will see, of course, still dips, but I don't think we will see these 70% drops like we saw in the previous bull and bear markets. I think we'll definitely have some moves to the downside. I think the drop is not finished yet. If we go here on the daily, we can see we broke below this major support zone right here. This was basically the bull market support zone right here. This line is basically going from here since Bitcoin was basically at around 30k before the big run to the upside. And I don't think it's unlikely that we're going to touch this zone here. I say 65k is definitely on the table. This was also the previous bull market top. So it's definitely not unlikely that we will touch that. Usually, Bitcoin tends to go around the same price the previous bull market topped out in a bear market. So I think that's definitely on the table. So we have to be very careful right now. I'm not going in heavily into long positions. I'm waiting on the sidelines, and I think that the right opportunity will come to us very, very soon. I'll probably start buying around this zone right here around the $73,000. That's where it was a nice support when we dropped from 108 down to 74k. That's when the RSI was also oversold last time, and as you can see it here, the RSI was actually oversold a little bit before, and the RSI usually creates a double bottom kind of formation, and usually on the double bottom it goes even lower. We can see here we were at 78 and then we bottomed at 74. So right now we already had this spike down in the oversold zone. So right now I expect another spike to the downside, and that's when I think the market will find a bottom. Afterwards, it's still definitely possible that we will move just sideways for a couple of months because there is not so much hype anymore in crypto, I have to say. People are moving into AI, they're looking at some other stuff, and right now crypto is not hot anymore. Doesn't mean it's completely over. I think Bitcoin will be millions and millions of dollars. Ethereum, I think, is still a solid project. Solana and some of the other altcoins out there as well, but 99% of the projects out there, they're not solving any problems, they are not having revenues, and they are not creating value for the users. That's the most important thing in a business, in a startup, in a company. Create value for your customers, solve problems, and create revenue so you can sustain your business. And many altcoins don't have that. I think, though, many of the big equity projects will slowly move into the tokenized space. Some of the big AI players might move into the tokenized space as well. So this might bring some new, fresh eyes into the market. But for now, I think the market is going to move sideways, probably slowly downwards. Let's see if the interest rates are not going to get cut heavily. If we're going to see a strong interest rate cut in the upcoming period, this might change the sentiment. This might bring a lot of new fresh liquidity into financial markets, and this might bring also Bitcoin back above 100k again. Until then, I'm watching the charts carefully. I will still update you daily here, so make sure you're subscribing, sharing this video with your friends, because the big money is made in the bear market. When everybody's scared, when the numbers are red, when everything is going down, that's when you make the biggest gains. Nobody that bought the bull market top made gains in the short term. Usually you will want to buy the bear market and take profits in the bull market. That was it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to take profits. See you again next time. Bye.